So this old man won a lottery that nobody wanted to win. Even though the prize was more money than he could ever imagine, there was one big catch. On the day of the annual lottery, the old man sat anxiously in front of the television. The mayor, who had a lottery ticket himself, slowly read the numbers. The old man's heart sank as he peered down at his ticket. A perfect match. After a long hug with his wife, he left to claim the prize. "Congratulations," the mayor said as the old man arrived. "Now, for your winnings." Gold bars, jewelry, and money bags flooded the old man's arms until he could carry no more. "Let's not beat around the bush," the old man said, "for I know this prize comes with a price." "Ah, yes," the mayor frowned, opening a curtain that revealed a mysterious silver door. "To claim the prize, you must return from the other side of this door." "What's on the other side?" the old man asked. "You'll have to find out yourself." The mayor folded his arms. Just then, a voice the old man knew well called from behind. "Can anyone enter the door?" the woman asked. There, with a cheeky smile, stood the old man's wife. "I suppose," the mayor said, "but beware, none have returned." "Then it looks like we'll be going together." Knowing her mind was made up, the old man took his wife's hand, and together they walked through the door. As they emerged on the other side, the old man was shocked to find that in his wife's place stood a young woman with the face of someone he once knew. But as her eyes met his, she was equally surprised. On a strangely familiar wall, just steps in front of them, rested a mirror. The couple stared at their reflections, at the young faces peering back. That's when they noticed a note attached to the mirror. "Welcome back," the note read. "If you choose to re-enter the simulation, you must never speak of the real world where you stand right now. We introduced the lottery so that people on the outside can maintain the simulation. Now, you will fulfill that responsibility. Everything you need is on the laptop behind you. Thank you for your cooperation." Despite their initial shock, the couple grew accustomed to their new life, a life they had left behind in exchange for the simulation. They rediscovered their love for cooking. Despite the small counter space in their tiny one-bedroom apartment, they found joy in the smallest of crafts, and they cherished time like never before. But they lived in a sparse world, a place that most people had left behind in exchange for the very simulation the couple now maintained. The simulation promised a better life, a life that went far beyond the real world. For the couple, the tiny apartment where they now resided was a fraction of the simulation's splendors. But here, life felt fuller despite having less. Moments meant more, and time was back on their side. The couple couldn't help but regret leaving their friends and neighbors in the simulation, but despite the fortune that awaited them there, nothing could make them go back. "They're lost, but they don't even know it," the man said one day. "And the only escape is the lottery, the one thing they fear most." "The lottery!" the woman exclaimed. That's when an idea popped into her head. If we're the ones responsible for maintaining the simulation, then perhaps we can make just one small rule change. "And what's that?" the man puzzled. "An hourly lottery," the woman cheered, "not annually." Her plan worked, and one by one, the loved ones, friends, and neighbors they cherished returned. And despite the gold and the jewelry and the money that awaited every lottery winner in the simulation, none chose to return. When the mayor resurfaced, he stormed up to the couple's front door. "What have you done?" he cried. "Soon there will be no one left in the simulation, and I demand to know why." The man said nothing, holding a hand mirror up to the mayor instead. Shocked at the young face in his very own reflection, even he had forgotten the life he left behind. That's when the mayor's lips curled into a smile. The man grinned, placing his hand on the mayor's shoulder. "Because sometimes, when we go someplace else, we learn that what we were looking for was home all along."